In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Client Central dashboard. It's the very first thing you see when you log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and you can see here that you have several boxes. These boxes or widgets are for you to access information or get information about your session, your client, how to remind yourself of upcoming events. I'll walk through these pretty quickly. The first thing I want to show you is how to edit the layout. So this is pretty simple. You hit edit layout and you have this little button over here. You can collapse the box, you can expand the box, you can expand it both ways, however you want to expand it. And you can hit the check mark, which then sets it, and then you can save it. If I want to switch boxes around, I just drag it over and it swaps it with the box that I dragged it to. So if I want the note toolkit up here, that's what would happen here. Now I only have one task. I could add more tasks, and of course it's going to automatically expand that box. Upcoming sessions is a great way to keep track of just what's on your schedule, what's on your calendar, and you can click on your calendar just to refer and change those appointments around. If I need to change an appointment, I can change it here, and it will update it automatically on my upcoming sessions tab. Your task list, again, is just a way to keep quick track of those things that you need to do, and they're right in front of you on your Client Central dashboard. The quick note is a quick way to add a note. Joe Smith called this afternoon. He canceled due to illness. So I just like to notate that. I'll save that. And once I save that, it disappears. I can always access that client note by going to my client, Joe Smith. If you have a bunch of different clients on the left here, they would just show up. You would click on the client, and you can see on November 19th, he canceled due to illness. So I can just remember why he didn't show up 3 weeks from now. Why didn't Joe come that date? Because he was sick. Okay. And it's also a good way to check in with him, maybe the next day or the day after, just to see how he's feeling. The Note Toolkit is a way to build a report from a template. So these are templates that we provide for you: session report form, case report form, simple progress note. They're all somewhat similar, and they all ask similar questions. It just depends on the form that you like to use the most. I know that certain certification companies like to use different ones, and of course you feel comfortable with one. If you don't see a note on here or a template on here that you would like to use, we can always add that for you. So that's customizable. The cool thing about that too is once you pick the template, you can hit fill in from transcript, and after you pick the session and the transcript date, and it'll fill in the information for you. And what I like to do as a counselor is go back through that form and make adjustments, make sure everything's correct, add things, subtract things. But it's a great starter, and it does about 95% of the work for you on most of those forms. That's a great time saver. Your session builder is something that is from a session that's already been completed, that you have a transcript from. So the transcript's been saved, the summary's been saved, the analysis has been saved, and you just want to print these things for your records. And what you can do is you can reorder these. So I like the analysis first, I'd put that there. I want it second, I would put it here. Maybe I want it third. You just use these arrows to put it in the proper order so that when it prints, it's in that order for your notes. And you can hit create report and then print from there. That pretty much sums up the widgets and how they work. Again, if you have any questions, you can hit that feedback button on the bottom, or if you have any suggestions, or if you want to see something else added to this, please hit the feedback button. We're happy to answer those suggestions or address them and possibly use what is suggested. All right, God bless.